Yes guys, this is Nearly Last and welcome. In this video what we're going to be talking about is Infinite Warfare and score streaks. Now, the Infinite Warfare beta has just finished on the PlayStation 4 and I've got to be honest here, I must admit I did actually quite enjoy playing the game. There was some serious matchmaking issues. It was a bit of a pain in the ass. Even to actually be able to get in the game was nowhere near as bad as Friday, where it just didn't work whatsoever. But in regards to that, we did manage to get some games, and I must admit, did really enjoy it. Now, once I started getting into it, started getting my score streaks and everything up, and started really getting into the flow of the game, I've got to be honest here, the score streaks for me are really letting me down just that little bit. These do not feel like Infinity Ward score streaks, because even if we look back, say like to Modern Warfare 2, I mean Modern Warfare 2's score streaks are absolutely amazing. There is no doubt about it. We had the Harrier strikes, the Pavlo, AC-130, all those kind of things, but they just worked exceptionally well. Now, I do understand that Call of Duty is making this transition period into regards to making sure that it's pretty much fair and a fine balance between weapons, score streaks, perks, everything else in between. They're making it so that everybody can enjoy the game, that one particular party doesn't always constantly dominate everything else. But in regards to that, I do want to feel that when I earn my score streaks, I want them to feel very, very strong indeed. Now, when we look back to say like Advanced Warfare was by and large for me personally some of the worst score streaks that we have ever seen. Black Ops 3, our present game at the moment, they do work pretty well. There is some fine lines and a couple of issues that you actually changed. I mean, a lot of it is pretty much copy and pasted from, say, like Black Ops 2. I mean, we've got the Lightning Strike, which has been a bit nerfed, so it just calls it in as well. The Hellstorm missiles, nothing like what it used to be in the beta. Obviously, we've got Raps that's changed from dogs from Black Ops 2 as well. That has just made the fact that it's not so strong that you can actually hide from them. But in regards to that, they do work pretty well. I don't think there's a major issue with that whatsoever. But since I've been using the score streaks that have been allocated to us in the beta for Infinite Warfare, I feel a little bit let down. Now, the Scorchers, for one, are pretty poor. I really don't like them whatsoever. And then we've got the Bombardment. Now, I was using the Bombardment, as you're seeing in this particular gameplay. Now, by the time you actually lay down your targets, it's kind of like Black Ops 3, but for me personally, it still feels like there's even more of a delay on top of it. Yeah, I can select those three actual targets, and it feels quite like a day and an age before those rockets actually hit anywhere near where I actually selected. So it is quite annoying, because in that regards, unless you're playing, say, maybe an objective-based game mode where domination, you can land them straight up into the spawn. But when you're trying to play, say, like team deathmatch, kill confirm, things like that, you can roughly work out where people are. You pretty much got to play into advance of working out exactly where they're going to be in about another 10 minutes time. So I'm not really too keen on that. I have tried some other ones. One of the big ones that I was really looking forward to, though, is Thor. Now, Thor, from what I've been hearing on a couple of YouTubers, that they actually really enjoy it. I'm not crazily fussed on it. I love the idea of it. I think it's absolutely brilliant. I love the Reaper from Modern Warfare 3, that was absolutely brilliant, and I absolutely loved the Lodestar from Black Ops 2. I thought that was absolutely fantastic. Now, with Thor in regards, I mean, it does work quite well, but I find it quite slow. Now, even though we have those multiple grenades come crashing into the floor and whatnot else, I feel that they're not quite hitting their targets the way that it should be, or the actual radius of the explosions are not enough to actually go and kill people quite instantly. Now, when I was using the Reaper before in Modern Warfare 3, or especially, like I said before, the Lodestar in Black Ops 2, I felt that you were going to get tons and tons of kills. You really did, and they felt very strong overall. Now, since I've been using Thor, I just don't really enjoy it. I just feel that it just needs a little bit of a kick. And I will say that goes with all the score streaks that I've actually used in Infinite Warfare. I feel that, maybe they need to put a bit of damage up, or maybe they just need to work just that little bit better, because they just seem to be lacking just that little bit. But I just thought I'd bring this to you, and I'm just hoping that maybe they are going to be switching some things up, maybe changing some things in the near future. I mean, they are nearly on point with Thor. It's great to see this kind of score streak actually come back, but I just don't think that is quite on the actual the dominant side of what I'd actually like to see. But anyway, guys, leave it on in the comment section below. But coming up on my screen now is my subscribe button. Make sure you jump in on that, and guys, if you drop a like for me, be absolutely amazing. This is Nearly Last, and I'll catch you later.